Hey, hello everybody, my name is Cul Blu, and I'm bringing you guys random podcast number 76, and this one is, I just realized, is a ranked match, which I just figured out what those symbols mean now on the new little Dota page, so that's pretty cool. So that means we're going to see some serious stuff and no trolling here. Of course, there are two names, or one name I can't really pronounce, so I'll just call him Japanese name number one. But we'll get there when we get there, guys, and I'm sorry if that's not Japanese, I'm sorry if it's Chinese or Mandarin, or I think it's Chinese, but whatever it is, my apologies in advance. So I'm going to switch my overlays before I forget, and let's get ready to jump into this cast. So for those wondering why is this another random podcast, why is it not a viewer replay cast, because I think I have two left over from ages ago that I need to go ahead and get cast and get out there. It's mainly because it was either watch me play Dota and Fiend, or watch an actual good game of Dota in the form of a ranked match. So yeah, it was one of those two things, guys. I'm sorry. I love cast and viewer replay cast, but sometimes I just don't feel like it. Especially when one of those viewer replay casts, which is the one that's coming up next, is one that I actually recorded like 70% of the way through, and then my computer crashed when I was on my old graphics card, and it was like, I don't want to cast again. But admittedly, I have completely forgotten what has happened in that game, so it will be fresh and new to me if I were to go back and cast it now. So no excuses anymore for me. I will get you guys a viewer replay cast soon, just not today because I want to do a random pop. What it all boils down to. So we got Elder Titan actually DCing up here. He said, please wait. Already going for Ancestral Spirit early. And oh, he threw it out. Okay, I was about to say. So I was like, why is it only 1 point? But he threw it out already. I wonder how much damage does it do now? Because they changed it. Don't really know. That was gross. So we're just patiently waiting for these guys to go and pick up their people, and while we're doing that, guys, I need to get a few things out there. The first thing is I'm no longer an admin for the SCCS. I've talked about it before. You guys watching my videos who don't know what the SCCS is, you probably don't care, but it's a Sunday Evening Cup series held by NA Dota. I'm officially, I guess I need to hurry and make that video. This is my unofficial way to say that I'm no longer going to be casting or adminning for them. I might cast if they will still have me, but I am no longer adminning. But I will be helping them out as much as I can, and as much as my school allows me. But basically, it was a huge time commitment for anybody who's wondering why I'm no longer adminning for SCCS. It was just a gigantic, a huge time commitment. I'm talking 7 hours every Sunday, which is not the worst thing in the world, and it'll be great if it was like, maybe the first 4 hours and then I can go do whatever I want afterwards. But it was 7 hours every single Sunday, back to back to back to back. And at the end of the day, guys, I'm a procrastinator. I suck at doing homework. So I usually wait till like the last day to try to do my homework. So then I gotta wait not only the last day, but also gotta admin for a tournament, and I gotta spend at least a good 4 of those 7 hours focusing on issues that happen. So needless to say, my grades did slip a little bit because of that, and also because of my procrastination. But it was only encouraged because I could actually finish some of my homework while I'm admin at SCCS, and it became significantly worse the closer I got to the end of the semester. So yeah. Not the best of things to do every single Sunday while you're trying to just scrape by. And I was actually still trying to aim for A's. For I was wondering about my grades too. I got A's and B's, and I got 1 C. I got 1 A, 3 B's, and 1 C. I'm pretty sad about that. But for 2 of those classes, one class I got a C in, and one of the classes I got a B in. I can get an A in both of those classes if I pass my certification test. So I'm going to be studying hard for that. So I can get an A in that class. So that'll just be what, 3 A's and 2 B's instead of what I have now, whatever crappy stuff I have now. So anyway, not all is lost, guys. Not all is lost. But needless to say, I don't think I can consistently commit that much time every single time, every Sunday. So I will officially be stepping down as the main admin to run things on a day-by-day basis, or Sunday by Sunday basis. But like I said, I'll still be there to help out because it was fun. Spitball is pretty cool. NA Dota is pretty cool, and I want to be involved as I possibly can without overwhelming myself. Anyway, let's go do introductions. Start on the teams that are on the map right now. Start off on the side of the Radiant, which we got Razor with a very, very fancy helmet. He's looking very exquisite right now with that Storm Stealer's helm. We see Fierces, or Fierces on Razor. Moving on to SK, who's looking actually pretty mean, and that's actually a very scary mask. I don't know why. I don't know what made him think that was a cool mask, but that is a lot of teeth. That's all I can see. All I can see is teeth and like 2 eyes. Okay, 4. And we see R carrot, or R less than, oh no, R greater than less than. No, I said that right. R less than greater than. Meanwhile, we see XBC Racing chasing Mirana away. She's fine. She has a leap, so she can't leap away when she needs to. But meanwhile, moving on mid, on the Radiant side, we see. Oh man, I need water. We see Mahoney on Razor, or on that Shadow Fiend. Moving up top, we see Rappy on that Elder Titan who's actually having fun. And speaking of people who are having fun, we got somebody cliff farming right now. We got Antares on that Nature's Prophet. And cliff farming, guys, cliff farming is still a thing. It is slow as crap because Prophet has like 52 damage when he first starts, but it gets you a safe, relatively speaking, hand of Midas. My question is will he be cliff farming over here, because that's the other spot to cliff farm as Prophet. You basically TP over here, farm that, then you TP up here, farm that, and then you TP back and forth. And you just keep doing that. So yeah, he will be TPing over there. It's a safe spot to farm because the creeps can't hit you and you can hit them. Unless they're ranged, then they can hit you, but I mean, yeah, it's usually not fun with their range. Moving on the side of the Dire, who's on the Dire side? We got, of course, Quattro on that Earthshaker. Actually, we had Elder Titan a little bit trouble. Just a few more clicks all I need. They do get him trapped, nice little trap, and he does go down. First blood does go to the Crystal Maiden. She's able to just whittle him on down. So some very, very interesting stuff going on there. Elder Titan getting trapped between a rock and a hard place. Literally, like, there's a rock. Well, actually, this is the rock. Or that was a stone, and this is a... I don't know, guys, let my analogy work. Jeez. Moving on to Weaver, we see Gooey Kinoru, or Kuro.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Hold on. Kuroko. Okay. We see that on Weaver. Moving on to his Crystal Maiden, we see Japanese name number 1. Like I said, I was going to call her. And on this Earthshaker, we already introduced him, Quattro. And mid, we see Mockingjay on this Invoker. And I'm actually excited to see what things he does, because I recently played Invoker, guys, in a freaking pub match. I played Invoker, and I did decently, but we still lost. Because I was bad. And there was too many buttons. And like I was trying to do like Class Wax XOR, and I did Class XOR, and I kept trying to do Deafening Blast, and I felt that life. Moving over to Mirana, I definitely do agree with this name. Game is hard is on that Mirana. And guys, that ends out all the calls that I can see on this map. I think I called everybody. Meanwhile, moving up top, we see Elder Titan getting caught out once again, stun after stun after stun, and a right click after right click after right click. This is a dead Elder Titan. All he really wants to do is just not die in his lane. He gets body blocked to all hell, and he does go down. Speaking of people who are getting body blocked, we got Sand King in a little bit of trouble. Sunstrike does fly, Sunstrike does miss. I was trying to land on top of Mirana, but Game is Hard is a little bit too far away. Now we're going to Invoker showing up. Sand King does have a Burrow Strike he can use if he uses the right direction. He does see Mirana, does do a midget Burrow Strike, but Mirana a little bit trouble. She can't leap into the low ground. Race just needs 2 more right clicks. He does get 1, does get 2. Prophet's going to TP in just to help out with the kill. He does get a Sprout. Will the Sprout come out? The Sprout does fall, but Invoker is hit with the Cold Snap, just doing a little bit too much damage for Prophet. Prophet trying to make some trees, but they're all gone, and now he's just forced to run away with his little hand. And Invoker trying to do what he can. Invoker trying to get the kill on top of Prophet before he ran away, but doesn't matter. Prophet able to deny himself to the Ancients because they hit for 74. Every right click, what that one does. And Prophet only had like, what, maybe 80 HP left. So good things gone bad, at least Prophet got the deny. But his hand of Midas will be delayed somehow, or somewhat. You know, Elder Titan up top, still taking some harassment damage from Crystal Maiden of all people. It does go down. Crystal Maiden gonna take a little bit of damage. She will be going down as well. Pops herself a magic wand, not enough to keep her alive, but she did buy her. Oh, Elder Titan, he did buy his items afterwards because he did get the gold. That is his soul ring, so he can be as obnoxious as he can possibly be. You know, Earthshaker throws out a nice little hefty laugh because he's an Earthshaker. He shakes the earth when he laughs. That's what he does, guys. Maybe we might be seeing engagement happen here. We got Prophet TPing around the side. We got a Shadow Fiend already here with the Haster, and Sand King needs to go ahead and get that Burrow Strike on very soon. The Sunstrike does come through. Nice little combination, but sadly, Shadow Fiend did have himself a Haster, so he wasn't able to make it all. Now Prophet's in a little bit of trouble. Need to make some trees so he can tank that tower damage, but did not make trees indeed. And Invoker will be able to juke left and juke right. Shadow Fiend throwing some raises, just trying to raise all hell, but it's not going to be enough. Creeps chase him around the backside. Maiden shows up. Frostbite is all she really needs. Gets a Frostbite. Earthshaker gets a kill on top of Prophet on the other side as well. Failed ganks are failed. And really what that boiled down to is that Prophet didn't make any trees when he TP'd in. If he would have made just like, I don't know, 2 trees to tank up some tower damage, they would have been able to get that kill on top of Invoker without having to worry about tower damage, because Prophet tanked at least 3, maybe 4 tower shots. Meanwhile, on top we got Elder Titan being, of course, as obnoxious as possible. Raffi just doing his job, popping that Soul Ring, throwing out some ancestral spirits, and body blocking some creeps like a boss. And Maiden, what do you have? Sentry Wards and Observers. Of course, she is the certified ward person. I do not prefer the other word. The other word makes it sound not as glorious as a position, but it's a very important position to be the ward person, to buy all the wards. Because you are the person who brings your team from the battles of darkness into the shining light, into the glory of knowledge and learning and power. And speaking of learning and power, Razor gets a nice little laser on top of Mirana. She leaps away. She's fine. She can do this every single time. 25-second cooldown on that at level 1. Not that big of a deal. Razor, his static link I think is half that time. Oh, okay, just about that time. Just about that time. Well, Sand King did roam towards mid. I don't know if he's going to roam up top to help Elder Titan get a kill on top of that. But he has left Razor to his own devices, because what's Mirana really going to do? She did throw an arrow. I did hear it. No, she didn't throw an arrow. Nope, never mind, she didn't throw an arrow. But Razor's going all in. He's going full man mode. Does not get the kill on top of Mirana just yet. Mirana actually going to turn around man up. Does get the kill on top of Razor. That second Starfall, a little bit too OP for Razor to deal with. But hey, he got the kill on Mirana before she got the kill on him. So that means he got the XP, he got the gold, and he got the glory. Well, he's dead, so he didn't really get the glory. And now Elder Titan just being, of course, as obnoxious as possible with that ancestral spirit. These guys will be trying to go on top of Elder Titan, but sadly he's on the other side. He does get hit with the Crystal Nova? Crystal Nova? Yeah, Crystal Nova. He does get hit with the Crystal Nova, but it's not enough to actually kill him. TP does come top. It is, of course, a Razor. He wants to go in on top of somebody. These guys might want to be aggressive on top of this Elder Titan. All Elder Titan wants them to do is just throw out just like one fissure or something, and then they can go straight in and go for the kill. Sand King, he's not level 6, but he does have enough to actually go for the kill on top of these guys easy. And Sand King does Burrow Strike forward. Weave is in a little bit of trouble. Does instantly blow up because all he has is a Handemize. Prophet TP's up top. Maiden is in a little bit of trouble. She won't be able to make it out online, but sadly she's not level 6. She does get killed on top of Elder Titan. She does get sprouted up by Prophet. She does go down here very soon. Sand King able to pick out the kill on top of that, and Razor looks like he was not able to mop up the kill on top of Earthshaker. He was a little bit too shaky for them to pick up on. Meanwhile, Shadow Fiend taking a whole bunch of damage. Really needs to run. Just one right click is all Invoker wants. Looks like he has nothing. Sunstrike will be available in 20 seconds, but it'll be way too long. And speaking of things that are way too long, or taking way too long right now, lols. We see this Courier still walking. So whoever's trying to get this item, this hand of mine is going to take way too long for Razor to pick up on, or Prophet to pick up on. Meanwhile, down bottom, someone's getting beat up right now, and that's an Elder Titan. He just wishes he was level 6. So he can throw his ult and then, or maybe he wishes he was level 8. So he can have his Echo Stomp, because he might have been able to survive if he could pop a Stomp. But that was a Mirana, that was a Maiden. They would have been able to interrupt it, so I guess it wouldn't really matter. So far, things are looking, I think things are looking relatively even in my eyes. The Radiant aren't necessarily in the best of positions, but the Dire aren't necessarily like snowballing out of control. Maiden places himself a Sentry Ward in the mid lane. Washington continues to run, trying to juke around the trees. Does take a whole bunch of damage. Does finally go down. Prophet ulti able to help him out with the damage. Now Earthshaker throws out a stun. Stun does land. Does block that path. And now Shadow Fiend's in a little bit of trouble. Pops himself a bottle charge. Mirana arrow does fly. Does slap him in the face. And he is actually going to be going now. Sand King ulti does fly through. Will he be able to catch him by his Invoker? Next level of Dota with that Sunstrike. And Sand King, he should be able to make it out on live because these guys can't pursue anymore. Razor does come forward. Does do a nice little chunk of damage. Earthshaker says, "No, bro, you shall not pass." And Razor says, "Okay." Meanwhile, on top, we got Elder Titan and Weaver just having a ball right now, just hanging out next to each other, just trying to play footsies. Looks like Elder Titan's losing that battle because Weaver, of course, has 4. Technically, he has 6 feet, but he has more feet than Elder Titan. Elder Titan only has 2. And actually, Weaver's going to dive on this one. Weaver does have his ult. He doesn't have his ult, but he's going to go for the kill anyway. Elder Titan might be able to make it out on the line. Doesn't need to hurt him, get that bug off his foot, but the bug does get the kill on top of him. Now, Shadow Fiend does TP up top. Right click left, right click right. Not enough.
Radiant's
Right click
middle
left,
tower
right,
is under attack.
TP comes down bottom. Razor might be in a little bit of trouble with this Earthshaker. And the answer tells no, but he does have a shadow, or he does have a smoke of deceit. So he's looking to smoke in very soon. We got Shadow Fiend up top, might be in a little bit of trouble. Rotation coming forward from Maiden. She's trying to look for a stun, trying to see if she can get anything. Oh my gosh, I forgot the last hit. Sorry guys. Last hits, we see Weaver's doing well on the last hits, but he's died at least 2 times, or 1 time. Shadow Fiend, how many times have you died? He's died 2 times. But rotations do come in from Sand King as well, so these guys might be in a little bit of trouble. If these guys do want to initiate, if they die or wants to initiate on Shadow Fiend, they will get counter-initiated by Sand King. His ulti is going to be up in another 50 seconds, so it's not going to be a factor in this next fight. But he does have a Burrow Strike at level 4, which means that it does do quite a bit of damage, and it also stuns for, well, same duration. But it does more damage, that's the main thing. And he can catch more people potentially. Weaver going to be forced to run away. Sand King looking for a Burrow Strike, trying to catch Weaver. Weaver going to be a little bit too far away. Maiden actually in a little bit of trouble. Oh man, Earthshaker, beautiful stun. Catching out Sand King. He will not be able to pursue this any further. These guys will be TPing up top. Mirana ulti did fly through. Mirana is here. Mirana does throw the arrow. Arrow does miss, and Shadow Fiend is going to continue to run. He sees the arrow. These guys trying to GTFO. Elder Titan, he can't throw Ancestral Spirit because he knows what's about to really go down. And we got German Endurance getting popped. We got somebody going down already. Maiden does fly down. Meanwhile, we got Earthshaker getting down. Beautiful ulti coming out from Elder Titan. He did pop that preemptively. Meanwhile, we got Prophet trying to go for the kill on top of Mirana. Mirana able to leap out the trees, and now we got the. I heard the Desolate Appearance. I don't know if I heard it, but I think I heard it. Thought I heard it. Anyway, Broker's still here. Broker just being as obnoxious as possible. He is Carl. Why the freak not? Arrow from Mirana does fly, does miss, and now we got one person alive. That's a Weaver. Weaver trying to do what he can to do some work, trying to kill these guys, and these guys are a little bit too survivable. Mirana leap is all in cooldown, and she also has no mana for it. And this creep right here, this is like a hero creep right here, just scouting at everything. Earthshaker able to pick off an Elder Titan on the backside. And Weaver going to be able to mop up this Prophet. He might be able to mop up this Razor as well. But no, Razor actually mops up the Weaver instead. These guys do turn on top of Sand King. Sand King does turn on top of the Earthshaker. Earthshaker pops that ult. And Razor stealing all the damage from Earthshaker. Earthshaker not going to be able to do anything but stand there and die. And Razor does finally go down to the Maiden, who had a little bit too much damage. And really, that was just a game of who can hit who first. That was like a real life game of Dota, guys. Because if you think about it, imagine how much damage 72 damage feels like. If somebody just walks up to you and just does 72 damage to you, wouldn't you just flat out die as a normal person? So that to me is like the most realistic game of Dota I've ever seen. Just like, oh man, I'm gonna tag you first, and slaps on the face and then die. It's like, oh man, I got you first, headshot, there you die. It's like SWAT mode in Halo. Yes guys, I reference Halo. Live with it. So taking a look at the items that we see so far, we see yeah, nothing too interesting right now. I mean, Weaver's going for a Lincoln Sphere, to be expected. Carl, or Invoker, whatever you want to call him, he has himself a Force Staff, so he can be as obnoxious as possible. So that's pretty cool for him. Elder Titan's building that mechanism for his team, so that's going to be nice for him to have. And also, I think his Ancestral Spirit gets an aura as well, so he'll be able to throw an aura wherever he wants. Speaking of throwing an aura wherever he wants, we got Weaver actually diving on top of Sand King. Sand King a little bit of trouble. He does not have, I don't know if these guys have any detection, but they do. Maiden does throw out the Frostbite. Frostbite doing a little bit too much. Weaver able to get the kill on top of Sand King because of the beat up. Now we got Mirana ulti getting used. Prophet going to TP forward. He does not find the Maiden in time. Maiden is going to hide into the trees. She actually can turn around, throw out a Frostbite. Frostbite does fly. Prophet in a little bit of trouble. He has taken a whole bunch of damage. Does finally go down. Maiden able to pick up another kill. Shadow Fiend ulti does fly through. Does get the kill on top of Maiden, so she's not able to hide long enough. And Weaver is still here. He has his damage reduced right now. Actually, no, he doesn't. He has his armor reduced though. But Weaver and Shadow Fiend gonna just go toe to toe. Prophet trying to play football with his Weavers, with these Prophets things. And there's a pause. Tactical pause coming out from Maiden. We got a DC coming out from Earthshaker. It says DC. But these guys want to get the kill on top of Shadow Fiend. Now, Mirana Arrow is still available. Elder Titan, he is coming forward. He does not have any Echo Stomps. All he has really is just the Natural Order, which is reducing everybody's armor and stuff down to like pretty basic levels. But that's really about it. Tactical pause. That's like a counter tactical pause. Tactical DC, that's what we call it. Earthshaker stun can come around the side. Shadow Fiend's gonna be dead one way or another. Beetles do come from Weaver. Weaver, oh my gosh, almost able. Shadow Fiend almost able to get the kill on top of Mirana, and close to getting the kill on top of Weaver. Elder Titan has himself some tunnel vision. Wants to go for the kill on top of Mirana. Mirana arrow does fly. Now Elder Titan immediately regrets his decision. Razor does come forward. Sunstrike does miss everything. Ancestral Spirit does come through. Does get the kill on top of Earthshaker. Finally, and now Elder Titan he's debating whether to stay or continue to fight. He doesn't really know. He finds a Weaver inside the jungle. Weaver does throw his Coochie right on through him. Just one Ancestral Spear is all he really needs to get the kill on top of him, because that is a max spirit. That is a lot of damage. Meanwhile, Prophet and everybody else here gonna go ahead and casually push this tower down, while the mid tower is gonna take some damage from Invoker's spirits. Missing them last hits like a boss, like a king.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Anyway, up top, down here, we got Sanking trying to go initiate on top of Crystal Maiden, and Earthshaker stun does miss. Sanking Dicky Hill jump charge coming out from his ally Razor, who has 0 jump charges left. TB does come down for Prophet. These guys will be able to mop up this bottom tower as well as the top tower, so they got 2 towers in their name, and they've lost officially 0, surprisingly. That top lane was really aggressive. They could have potentially got that tower early, but they did not claim it for themselves. Region Rune here, as you guys can see right there in front of your faces, and let's go and take a look at the rest of the items, because I think that's the most interesting thing about Dota, is that you can play the same hero the same exact way, but you can build totally different items, and the game plays out an entirely different way. So we see Prophet building Shadow Blade. Okay, maybe not everything's different, but Prophet's building Shadow Blade. Razor gonna rush for that Aghanim Scepter, which I guess is cool. They have enough towers where it'd be relevant, and they also need to have the DPS when the team fights do break out, just to kill people like Crystal Maiden, Mirana, or Earthshaker. Just easy kills, easy pickoffs. Razor, he also has the drums too to supplement his HP, so it's gonna be, it's gonna hold him off until he finishes his Aghanim Scepter. Meanwhile, we see 3 people converging mid on the Radiant. They're looking to push his middle tower down. Not too sure how well it's gonna go down, especially with Shadow Fiend way on the other half of the world. He does have a TP scroll. He wants to finish up his Shadow Blade. As you can see, he already has a Shadow Amulet. And Invoker's minions gonna throw some fires forward and hurt people. Earthshaker stun does fly to the side. It does catch a Razor on the side. Razor a little bit trouble. Does sap all of the damage coming out from Earthshaker, but Earthshaker doesn't give 0 cares. He throws out the ulti just for Razor, and Mirana able to pick up the kill on top of that. So much CC, but that means Earthshaker's ulti is on cooldown for now. So these guys do have the green light to push this tower. Meanwhile, Weaver's going to go ahead and get the green light to push this tower up top, and he's going to have a ball right now. TP does come top from Prophet. Prophet's going to push his Weaver back, try to deny the tower. Will he be able to get it fast enough? He will be able to get it. The Beatles do come through. Nope, Weaver able to pick up the tower before Prophet's able to finish off, and now Prophet's in a little bit of trouble. He does have a Sprout for Weaver. He can't drop it if he needs to. He will be forced to drop it. But if he drops it on the tower, it might be just enough. It looks like he will not be enough. Weaver has the ulti. He was ready for it. He was predicting the fact that Prophet can't throw a Sprout. But Shadow Fiend is still close to his Shadow Blade. He needs to hurry up and get that. He's going to farm some things in the jungle, but he wants to stay in lane. He wants to get some farm here. Gets 2 easy raises, and that should be his Shadow Blade right here after this one. And nope, okay, after this one. Shadow Blade up. And Shadow Blade should be flying out to him. Okay, walking out to him. Why does nobody upgrade this courier? Jesus. So taking a quick look at the gold graph shows that it's in favor of the Radiant. It wasn't always in favor of the Radiant. Looks like the Dire have had a nice little chokehold on that. The Radiant were able to just take it with one foul swoop, and I think that one foul swoop was those 2 towers that they got. That is about a 3,000 gold jump. No, actually 4,000 gold jump. So 2 towers that they claimed, and maybe a kill or 2 here or there. I think it might have been the Elder Titan kill on top of No, he didn't kill Weaver. He killed somebody. Doesn't really matter. Weaver taking a whole bunch of damage on top. His ulti is available, so he can pop it if he needs to, if the time comes for him to survive. Speaking of times to come, we see in the middle lane, these guys are trying to push it, trying to go for the kill on top of this. The Sentry Ward is mid already for the Dire, so they are prepared to kill somebody like Sanking or Prophet or Shadow Fiend. Meatball does fly through, does get a nice little chunk of damage on top of all those creeps, but these creeps are going to have enough HP to continue the push in the courier. Courier going to give Prophet a Shadow Blade. Weaver going to Sakuchi forward. The Courier needs to be very, very, very careful. This might be dead right now. No, it does not go down. We got the Elder Titan trying to kill the Sentry War. Just on the ulti. He does get the ulti down. These guys will be popped right into it. Earthshaker does get pulled into it. That's one of the bigger things. Weaver does go down. Elder Titan goes down. But the fact of the matter is, Weaver went down. If Weaver bought back right now, he could jump back into the fight instantly, but it's not going to be enough. Meanwhile, on the backside, what's the Sand King just hanging out? He has an invis rune. He does get killed. Caught with some Death Appearance, and he does get hit before his ulti goes through. And he gets Dagon by Mirana? Or was that Crystal Maiden? Somebody had Dagon. Somebody has a Dagon. I heard a Dagon. Doesn't matter. Shadow Fiend gonna go down. Easy kill is easy. Now Shadow Fiend went down for Earthshaker, so I guess across the board is even. You lost a bunch of supports for one of your. You lost a bunch of your supports for one of your carries on both sides, so it's pretty much a wash. No towers have gone down just yet, but the Radiant are in a better position slightly because the Dire Tower did take a whole bunch of damage. The Radiant Tower is relatively healthy, is healthy relative to their enemy tower. Anyway, Tornado gets used on top of a creep, and Razor continues to run away. Just about 800 gold away from his Aghanim Scepter. Oh, sorry, 700 gold. My apologies, my numbers are off. Oh man, I didn't change my scroll speed, did I? Wow, sorry guys. I apologize, I didn't change my scroll speed. I've been playing too much Dota. Anyways, force that forward coming from Invoker. Invoker does get hit with the stun from Sand King, so no combination getting set up for him. Does he have an Ags? Is a big question. He does not have an Ags. But Elder Titan gonna hang out mid because his ulti's up in 7 seconds. That was a wow. I feel like did he just use his ult? Good lord. Anyway, the creeps coming forward from Prophet. These guys will be scouting out things around the backside. They're about to go down here very soon, so it doesn't really matter if they feed gold. Meanwhile, Razor on the backside just raising all kinds of hell, just trying to do what he can, but it doesn't matter. He's going to be going down. No Aegis on him, so he's going to be going down, and he's going to be staying down for now. The middle tower is about to be going down, and the creeps are going to be able to get the kill. Nature Prophet able to get the kill on top of that. Sunstrike does come forward. Prophet able to Shadow Blade to the side, but it doesn't really matter. He gets Frostbladen. He gets hit with a whole bunch of stuff. It does go down. Finally, the Elder Titan ulti able to kill the Crystal Maiden, which is a rare occurrence because usually you see Elder Titan ulti not really killing people, just, you know, catch people out. What his main purpose is. And Mirana, her leap is on cooldown. She did use it recently. Elder Titan could have potentially killed a Mirana, but he was not. He had split vision. He had no tunnel vision. No tunnel vision set. And I'm gonna go ahead and follow Weaver while I change my settings really fast. This needs to change. Yeah, that needs to change. Meanwhile, down bottom, I hear Weaver just going toe-to-toe with Shadow Fiend, and that's, oh my gosh, much better. So much better. Sand King got a Blink Dagger. Uh-oh, guys. Spit's about to get real. There's so many Sentry Wars by the Dire. I mean, these guys want to have all kinds of vision. They want to make sure they know where Prophet is. They want to make sure they know where Shadow Fiend is. They want to make sure they know where Shadow King. Sand King is. Wow, that'd be a cool person. Shadow King. But Weaver just finished up with Lincoln Sphere, so these guys need to think twice about their spells to throw. Honestly, the Lincoln Sphere is only for Prophet and also for Razor, so it's only 2 people so far. Prophet in a little bit of trouble. He can't throw a Sprout as soon as he gets his creep off of him, but no, the creep will not be the Beta will not be getting off him. Weaver does have all the vision in the world. Sadly, Prophet does not attack fast enough to kill the beetles, and then Sprout himself and then TP out. He could have popped the Shadow Blade and continue to run though. Meanwhile, Invoker tornadoes himself so he doesn't go down. He will still be going down. No, yeah. He survived just long enough for that Mirana ulti to get him invisible. Now Mirana Arrow does fall on top of Elder Titan, who does have his ulti available. And the question is, who's really going to be winning this fight? Invoker trying to heal up, trying to get some Force Spirits out, and he's going to heal up with those Quasses. That is a lot of regen going his way with just Quas essences. It's ridiculous. But hey guys, I'm bad at Invoker. I know how difficult it is to remember to switch those essences, so I'm not going to blame him too much. Geometry side is on Invoker though. And I see a Prophet. Prophet just TP'd in. Mirana looking for something. She's going to be finding herself a nice little chunk of damage taken. Or a nice little chunk of HP taken. Sand King blinking and no ulti just yet. Trying to initiate the fight without really initiating. Does find himself an invis. Crystal Maiden does throw an ulti. Elder Titan, beautiful ulti. Catching out 2. That's an Earthshaker and Crystal Maiden. That's all the CC that they need, that they have. And now this fight will be happening. Elder Titan Stomp does not land on top of Invoker, but it does land on top of Weaver. Weaver still trying to go for this fight. Now we got Razor taking a whole bunch of damage. He does finally go down. These guys really need Agnes, really need Aegis. But Sand King ulti was able to pick off one person. That was Mirana, and now we got Sanking going down, and we got Elton trying to run away, trying to keep himself from going down, but he's going to be going down one way or another. Weaver's just body blocking like a boss. Tornado does come up from Invoker. Elton going to go ahead and throw the Echo Stomp. Echo Stomp does land on top of 2, but it doesn't really matter. He punched Invoker, and Invoker punched him back. What a shame. Revenge of the Nerds, guys. Revenge of the Nerds. Part 7. 143. So really, one of the items I'm kind of sad not to see yet on Prophet is definitely a Maelstrom, because I think Maelstrom is one of the easier to get pushing items that you can get as a Prophet. Yeah, I hear some people say, yeah, getting Manta style is really good for pushing, but really that's not good for pushing. That's good for being a carry. Anyway, mid, we see somebody not really being a carry. We got Shadow Fiend trying to run away. He is revealed by the Invoker. The beetle is still on his foot, or on his tail, because he doesn't have feet. He's a fiend. Get some more souls, because he needs that free damage. Go to ahead, wait to stack this camp. Really smart stuff coming out from him. And then he'll be able to get more souls and Prophet just trying to cash in on those creeps. Wow, what a jerk. And there's more souls for him. 2 more souls to be exact. Meanwhile, down bottom, Prophet's just hiding in trees because he speaks for the trees. Why not? Moving on, let's take a look at the XP graph, because as I always say about XP graph, the XP graph is relatively irrelevant, because the longer and longer the game goes on, the closer and closer it converges to 0, but it's still a really nice indicator of where everybody is at this current point in time. And yeah, it's showing that it's in favor of the Dire, so I'm not too surprised about that. They've been getting the better of all these fights, and they've been staying alive a lot longer, of course, because they've been getting the better of all these fights. Anyway, Razor pops himself a Plasma Field, does get hit with the Frostbite, does not get hit with the arrow. Sanky does come forward with the epicenter, but it doesn't really matter. Razor is already dead. Elderton ulti did fly through. Tornado was used by Mirana. I don't know if it was used on by a friendly. No, it wasn't used by friendly. Anyway, Shadow Fiend gonna get the ulti off in possibly the worst spot possible. I think he's trying to get a Weaver or somebody. I don't really know, but he does go down. Or he will be going down here very soon. Does try to get a raise. Not gonna be able to get a raise. Mirana able to survive. Shadow Fiend actually got fired. He didn't get a raise. Halls. Cul Blu made funny. The Prophet able to get a kill. He got a double kill out. Oh, he got a double kill with that ult. They had vision, and he got a kill on both Crystal Maiden and Earthshaker. 2 people who were low. Sadly, he did not get it on Mirana as well. And there's a Necro book for Prophet, so I guess that's a really good item for pushing too. And also gives Prophet that HP that he really needs to survive all these fights. So many right clicks coming from both sides. I mean, really, what's an additional 6 strength going to do for you? Probably not a whole, or 8 strength. What's additional 8 strength going to do for you? Probably not a ton, but it just might be the difference between him being able to sprout and TP out like he did last time where the beetle was on his foot, or for him to die. It might be the difference. But speaking of which, Weaver has himself a Desolator, so I think Prophet's going to be dying anyway. These guys are positioning themselves to go kill the Prophet. Prophet needs to start running away now. Tornado does come out from Carl the Invoker. He does still have his combination. Combination does miss just slightly. He does still have vision where Prophet is, and Prophet's still trying to run. Stun does come from Earthshaker. He just barely able to catch into range, and now Prophet going to be going down. But at least he got his Necro units out. Wait, where did he go? Are they dead already? Really? Where did Necro units go? Oh, this is sad. Earthshaker ulti is up. He's ready to blink in and kill some stuffs. Or possibly blink over and kill just the Sand King. But they do have an Observer placement. That's one thing to point out. Actually, oh no, Shadow Fiend going down that bottom. Weaver able to pick up the kill on top of that. Too much damage going this way. Shadow Fiend, he did buy himself at least one of his pieces for another piece for his BKB. But once he has his BKB up, he'll be able to just right click uncontested. That's really about it. Weaver's going to be able to do more damage than Shadow Fiend, I'm pretty sure. Until Shadow Fiend gets himself some form of crit or something like that. And look, Elderton has power treads. Needs to be careful. Weaver is still here. Weaver's going to wrap around the side, and Elderton is going to be a little bit choked. Beetles do come out. Elderton immediately regrets his decision. Going to stay still, try to get the stomp. Stump does miss the Weaver, and Weaver is going to be chasing the crap out of his Elderton. Just a few right clicks all he really needs. And a few right clicks all he gets. Meanwhile, mid, we got a fight happening. We got a Sand King getting double kill on top of 2 people. Of course, double kill. Really? Did you guys really ask that question? But he got himself a double kill, but it looks like the Radiant didn't lose anything. Wait, Sand King got a double kill? Oh yeah, Sand King, right. Sand King got a double kill, right. Sand King got a double kill who's on the Radiant side, and the Dire, 2 people on their side died. Right, guys, I'm sorry. I was confused. I was like, wait, how'd they get a double kill when everybody's still alive?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Anyway, middle tower is going to be under attack. Sand King ulti is on cooldown, of course. Does throw the Dust Appearance as soon as he possibly can. Does miss the Weaver just barely, just to force the Weaver to pop that ulti and go back to base. That's like next level Dota right there. That's a really good thinking. Anyway, Invoker does get the Tornado on top of Razor. Razor going to go ahead and throw out the Plasma Field and continue to run because he's trying to GTFO. Invoker's going to throw a few right clicks because he's trying to KTR quarter kill the Razor. Yeah, I'm sorry guys. It seemed like a good thought, but it wasn't. And no, like Elder Titan and Weaver, once again, we continue this game. Elder Titan gonna start running away while he can. He does have mech, he can pop if he needs to. He does go into the corner, does try to get some juke going on, but Invoker says, no bro, I gotta send strikes. I got global abilities. Screw all of that. Screw all of that. Moving on to the last hit, you guys have seen Weaver's got 196 last hits. That's almost 200 as far as the kills that he has on creeps. And of course it's over 200 if you count all of them together. Hero level shows that Weaver's the highest on the map right now. Prophet and Invoker are closely behind, and it looks like Roshan, he's going to be going down here very soon. Roshan is level 30. Guys, map hacks. I call them map hacks, but Roshan is level 30. Weaver's here with a negative armor, and this is Alcree. I forget how to pronounce it. And this should be dead. Should be dead Roshan. Who's going to pick up the Aegis is a big question. Earthshaker picks up the Aegis, so he can actually initiate the fights. That's actually a clever person to put it on, but I don't know if he'll be able to actually dish out all the damage, because all he does really is blinks in, throws out his ult, and maybe throws out a fissure, and then dies, and then comes back alive and throws out a Echo Enchanted Totem, and then possibly throws out another stun. Anyway, arrow does fly from Mirana, does miss the Shadow Fiend, but Shadow Fiend does get hit with the Tornado, and these guys will be trying to go for the kill on top of that. Shadow Fiend just turns out, goes for the man fight. Weaver's just saying, hey bro, I'm too manly for you. I got 6 legs, you got 0. And Weaver able to back out without too much of a punch, and now we got Elder Titan taking a whole bunch of damage. Elder Titan going to be going out. Mirana's going to be going down as well. Shadow Fiend plus Elder Titan going down. Not people who want to die that easily. And Earthshaker does blink forward, does get a stun on top of Sand King. Sand King goes down, and so many people going down. It's almost like
to you, Sand King.
no counter.
I like your style.
But Chris Maiden does finally die to the Prophet. Prophet's going to start TP now. Does get hit with Tornado. So I don't know if they cancel Tornado. Yeah, but they better cancel TP. He's going to go and TP out with his other TP. Get hit with his cold snaps. He will eventually be able to TP. No, these guys are just being as obnoxious as possible. Earthshaker TP'd in at the perfect timing. And there's a Prophet not able to finish that TP channeling. 4 seconds, the 4 longest seconds of his life.
Are fortified.
The 4 longest seconds of his life.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
But at least he bought his ultimate orb. So he's going to be going for a sheep stick by the looks of it. Weaver in the jungle farming up some things. Because he needs more items. He's not fully fed. He wants a Desolator. Or not Desolator, Daedalus. And his Weaver going to stand still while Shadow Fiend just runs right past him. Shadow Fiend taking a whole bunch of damage. If Weaver had detection right now, actually Weaver might be in a little bit of trouble. Does get hit with the zap. Coming up for Raze. These guys do not know where he's at. Actually, no, they might. I don't know if they have any detection. They are going to continue to chase the Weaver. Weaver is losing all his damage right now. So much damage lost. 224 damage lost. And this is Courier. Oh my gosh, that Courier just ran right into the death. Right to his death. Weaver, I think that was his Daedalus. I want to say that was Weaver's Daedalus that he just lost for a whole entire 3 minutes. That means, of course, the advantage is in favor of the Radiant. And the question is, will they be able to take advantage of it? Because Weaver has actually been neutered slightly. He had one of his legs cut off. Not the middle one, just one of his legs, guys. Don't be disgusting me. We got kids watching. Which is funny, because this should be a mature rated game, I think. I mean, maybe it's a teen rated game, I don't really know. Chris Maiden blinks forward, throws out the Frostbite. There's a Mirana ulti to fly on top of Sand King. Sand King does blink out just in time, does dodge all the damage, but Mirana ulti was used. So these guys will be kind of forced to force something, or at least try to go for kill down bottom. Mirana able to get the arrow on top of Prophet. Prophet should be alive long enough to actually TP out. He's going to start TPing now, does not get enough. He can, probably should have Shadow Blade while he's TPing. He's going to go ahead and pop his TP anyway, and goes down. So many TPs used just in GTFO, but really all he had to do was just pop himself a Shadow Blade and continue to run. Necro units were coming around the backside from Carl on that Invoker. But really, the stun was a point blank stun. Actually, we got a fight happening around the corner. We got Chris Maiden going to go and TP out while she can. Razor does lose his static link on top of Earthshaker, but Earthshaker should be going down. He's a sacrificial lamb for his team. That's an Aegis going to be getting popped. Aegis will be getting popped again. Echo Stomp will be falling soon. No, Echo Stomp will not be falling soon. Earthshaker going to throw his own stomp, and Razor says, "Bro, I don't care. I got myself an Agro Scepter. You're going to be eating all this 0.6 second damage." 0.8, I don't know, 0.8, 0.7.
Radiant's top tower has been denied.
Don't really know. 0.5? Okay. 0.5. No, 0.3. 0.35. Interval damage. And he does have a BKB now, so that's going to help him out in his team fights. Really, the CC has been the most annoying thing, because if you think about it, Earthshaker has been jumping in, perma-stunning everybody, and just long enough so that his carries who have enough damage to kill people like Weaver and Mirana and Invoker, so that they can kill him. Invoker also built himself a Necro book, which is really nice. That's an alternative way, so even if he does lose the gym, he still has detection. Actually, hold on, we got Razor in a little bit of trouble. Shadowblade is up on Crystal Maiden. And actually, no, Invisible is up on Crystal Maiden. Now Razor's going to come forward, find himself 3 people, surrounded by 3 people. Frostbite might be coming out here very soon. No, he's going to actually turn around, go for the main fight, pops himself a BKB. He's taking a whole bunch of damage because Weaver is a little bit too OP, and that's a Razor going down. 4 people down bottom. 4 people down bottom for the Dire just to kill a Razor. It was most worthwhile, but if Weaver wasn't there, then Razor would have been able to survive that. Out of trying to get as many punches as he can with that ancestral spirit.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And look, this is Shadow Fiend getting chased by Invoker. Invoker does have the gem. Invoker does know where Shadow Fiend is. Shadow Fiend gonna get perma-tornadoed, because this is like next level Dota. Mirana arrow at point blank. Eltine ulti gonna fly. He's gonna try to go for kill on top of Chris Maiden. Chris Maiden does go down. He does pull Weaver in, and that's probably not the best of people to pull in, but he does go down. 353 gold going towards Gryffindor. And now Weaver's gonna start sieging towers. Speaking of sieging towers, we got a Sand King trying to siege a tower of his own, getting chased by Invoker because Invoker's being as obnoxious as possible. Sand King just wishes he had a Burrow Strike in another 2 seconds. 1 second is all he really needs. He has his Burrow Strike up. He's gonna actually throw the Burrow Strike. Does miss the Invoker, who tornadoed himself. And if he would have hit that, he might have been able to get the kill, but I'm not too terribly sure. Meanwhile, Prophet on top trying to split push like he can. And this game is getting more and more intense than I thought it was going to get. But guys, this is the result. Oh man, Mirana almost went down. Holy crap. Mirana about to kill herself.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
See, if Prophet ulti would have flew through at that point in time, then Mirana might have died. Because she did kill one of those Necronomicon units, the one that if you kill it, it deals like 800 pure damage to you or something like that. I don't know if it's 800 or 400. We'll see very soon. We'll see when Carl throws out his Necro units. You know, Weaver found himself a Shadow Fiend in the jungle once again. Dear God, Shadow Fiend dying like just dropping like some prostitute. I don't know. I can't think of any funny jokes that aren't too provocative. Sorry, guys. But you saw right here before you guys. Weaver just essentially 6-shotted. Oh, okay. Technically he 5-shotted because he got 2 shots on the first one and then 2 more right clicks. But he essentially 5-shotted a Shadow Fiend, and he doesn't have a rapier. That was just based off crits and negative armor. So they definitely do need that sheep stick up on Prophet, and Prophet's a little ways away from that. Not a long ways, but just a little. Should have it very soon though. And actually, they're going to need something else. Like, Prophet's going to be forced to pop a Sprout on top of Weaver and then try to pop a sheep stick. And look, Weaver getting himself a nice little easy kill on top of course, Sand King. Because Sand King has 0 HP, as always. All he has is a blink and a point booster. And Weaver's level 25, right? I forgot to say that. He's not necessarily 6-slotted yet. He needs booster travels. He also needs some other thing other than a Hand of Midas. But once he has those things... Oh, and technically, because he needs booster travel, he needs some other boots. So, I don't know. Maybe he needs Aegis plus Rapier. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. What else could we... Oh, MKB. He needs MKB. Alright. Because Shadow Fiend's eventually going to build a Butterfly. It's not anytime soon, but he's going to build one. Shadow Fiend's actually going for a Desolator of his own, or potentially a Maelstrom, but probably a Desolator. Actually taking quite a bit of damage. Does go down. Easy kills are easy. Dear God, we were just able to kill him so freaking fast. His team finally responding, but their whole entire dire side have backed away. I mean, Shadow Fiend just dies that easy, guys. Weaver just does that much damage. Weaver does all of Shadow Fiend's HP as damage in like 3 right clicks. I would argue that Weaver really needs to give himself a BKB because he's going to start getting focused. He's going to start eating a whole bunch of CC, but really, what CC is there to focus on top of, or throw on top of him? There's a Sand King with the Burrow Strike, which is good. There's a Prophet with a Sprout, which is eh. There's a Razor with the... Well, Razor's going to get his static link off whether you want him to or not. So it doesn't really matter. And then you got Elder type with his 20-second channel time Echo Stomp. So it's not really going to do much. So Smoke is going to come in full force. The Radiant are going to try to rotate towards Roshan, the Roast Pit, because they know that these guys want to go for Roshan. Roshan should be up very, very, very soon. Earthshaker going to stand here. If it does find him, they're just on point on their timers. Prophet throws out the Sprout. These guys did see the Sprout, so they do know that there's somebody here. And the arrow does fly from Mirana. I don't know where it landed, but the arrow does hit somebody. Mirana ulti gets used, reveals two people, Sand King and a little bit of trouble, trying to do what he can, but this Necro is just being as aggressive as possible. He lost all his mana, essentially. And the Beatles do come forward. Razor popped himself an ulti, trying to get his Beatles off his freaking, whatchamacallits, legs, right, of course. And Razor does, not Razor, Prophet does get the Sheep Stick off on top of Weaver, but it doesn't really matter. Everybody's exploding right now. Shadow Fiend trying to get his ulti off, does get his ulti off with like 3 souls flying out. Does not get any kills at all. Wishes he had a Shadow Blade. He does have a Shadow Blade, but Carl's on his tail right now. Now he will be trying to run away. Crystal Maiden does get the Frostbite. Frostbite does land. And this is Shadow Fiend going to be going down. Easy kills are easy now. Guys, I think it's very, very, very close to GG. Like the fact that Weaver was hit with the Sheep Stick and that they couldn't do anything to him. That is a telltale sign of we might be in trouble.
Just what are you hiding, Roshan?
Lost. Chris Maiden gonna tank Roshan because she's a boss. She actually got a route of Atos. This is gonna help her be her Crystal Maiden self. And Mockingjay on that Invoker gonna hang out down bottom, push his lane, and he has a boost of travel, so he's gonna TP mid and help his team push mid as well. Cause why not?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Hang on, Radiant's middle barracks are going down. Everybody's gonna be back up for the Radiant very soon.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And this top tower is gonna be going up. Look at the minions. So much damage coming from them.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Prophet ulti did fly through, didn't really do much.
Elder
Titan ulti coming on through, gonna be able to catch a Earthshaker, that's really bad. Earthshaker might be in a little bit of trouble. Elder Titan moves his Ancestral Spirit forward a little bit. Alright, hit him. Yeah, but Earthshaker's fine. He's gonna go and continue to stand still. Because why not? I think he's actually DCing right now. Yeah, he does DC.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
And those look Prophet, right? I forgot those are Prophet. Prophet gonna Shadow Blade away. Invoker trying to get himself a catch on top of Prophet, but does not find anything. Just uses all his abilities just to push the creeps back, but they do still get the top tower. And Prophet did we get the kill on top of that. Those pumpkin-headed things, and plus that Necro unit. It looks like Reaper has a heart. Not 6 slotted just yet, but very close. Like I said, Boots of Travel and something to replace that Hand of Midas is all he really needs.
Take your hand.
Immortality.
And it just goes to Crystal Maiden of all people. Oh, Mirana, sorry. Mix my voices up. They do sound alike. I think they're by the same voice actor. Anyway, Prophet trying to run away while he can. Does turn Earthshaker into a sheep, but he's not gonna really be able to do anything. Get hit with so much CC. Is not able to actually get out of there. Does go down. GG's coming up from Elder Titan. MKB is up on Mirana. So much is going so bad right now. Of course, as you guys can see, Desolator's coming up soon on Shadow Fiend, but it doesn't really matter. He does pop himself a Shadow Blade and does pop himself a BKB. Tries to TP out. Weaver has too much damage, guys. He's hitting for only... Oh, okay, never mind. He's not hitting for that much. He's not hitting for as much as he was before. But I think before he had double damage. But he's hitting for about 300, sorry. 308.
Illusion.
Not including crits, and I think about 700 when he crits. So MKB or Rapier, one of those two. And yes, he does buy a Rapier. Because why the freak not? Who doesn't want to throw a game of Dota, guys? That's right, Weaver doesn't. So Weaver has a Rapier. He's ready to kill stuff. He's ready to go end the game. And Reconnect does come out from Earthshaker finally. Question is, will he buy Booster Travel and TP in with his team? He does have enough gold for it. Nope, just TPs with TP Scroll. And buys himself a Shield's Guard, right. Excuse me, not a Shield's Guard, Bella Discord.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
That's mega
Radiant's
creeps.
top barracks has fallen. The Dire now have mega creeps.
Wow, that illusion. Dim illusions, guys. Dim illusions taking so much skill. They do finally go down. But I mean, really, it's like the Invoker gonna do some fountain farming of his own because hey, why not? Sand King gonna pop his ulti, pop himself a Shadow Blade, or pop himself a Ghost Scepter. So he can continue to run, but not gonna do much. And Weaver gonna come into the base, just try to be a man. Does go down, or does not go down. Ancient goes down though, but he probably would have died before he got to kill himself with anybody. And that's the end of the game, guys. So yeah, very exciting game, back and forth towards the mid, but of course towards the end it got very out of hand in favor of the Dire because Weaver. That's why. So anyway, my name is Cul Blu. I was supposed to you guys random podcast number 76. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys whenever.